with you? It's Beer Drink. Is it safe to say that NWA Power fucking sucks, man? This is the fourth episode. What? This is the fourth episode of the show that I watched on the YouTube platform. The first episode I actually enjoyed because it was just a straight up throwback to the studio recorded wrestling that I grew up watching. And that's the reason why I liked it. It was kind of like a nostalgic throwback to like, oh, word, I kind of like this. I remember this, and it was just familiar to me. But after watching episode 2, 3, and 4, this shit sucks, folks. No disrespect to Jim Cornette, no disrespect to Billy Corgan over there, no disrespect to fucking the GPB studios down there in Atlanta. I've been there a couple times. I was an extra in a couple fucking things, but I've reached out to you, Billy Corgan. Check your DMs, bro, via Instagram. If you need help, because this ain't it. This ain't it at all. So the show started off with Jimmy Storm or whatever fucking Storm and Nick Aldis with a fucking lackluster promo. Horrible promo, awkward, just a horrible fucking show. It's not good, man. And the crazy thing about it is I tried to give it a fair shake. The first episode, I definitely like it, but I think it was just for the fact that it kind of took me back to childhood and watching, you know what I'm saying, mid-80s up into the 90s, mid-90s, NWA, and then even when they switched over to WCW on the TBS network wrestling. But this is not it. I literally, and I could show you now, but I'm not going to. As soon as I watched episode 4, I had to YouTube an actual NWA show just to fucking kind of like get that nasty taste out of my mouth. The only thing that this show, I'll put it this way, the only thing that NWA has going for them is, one, the NWA 10 pounds of gold world championship belt. They've kept the integrity of it. It looks the exact same as the guys like Harley Race, Ric Flair. The belt and Nick Aldis. That's it. Nick Aldis, the belt, and truthfully, I'll say Jim Cornette. I'm a huge fan of Jim Cornette as well as his podcast. First and foremost, I'm a huge fan of Jim Cornette. Nick Aldis, the NWA belt. But this show is horse shit. It's fucking straight up hot baby shit. Nothing can fix this shit. If we want old school professional NWA, WCW, AW, like wrestling, we're going to throw it back. We're going to watch a throwback show. It's going to be a throwback. That's what Thursdays are for, isn't it? Throwback Thursday? Nigga, y'all need something different. Definitely keep the studio atmosphere of professional wrestling. Don't do it in this way. And the reason why you don't do it this way is because the characters don't match the look of the show. Like when you look at the show, it's a decent rendition of what we grew up watching if you're over 30 years old, possibly 40. However, you have the guy. It doesn't fit. The only guy that fits is, I think he wrestled tonight, Dick Murdoch. Dick Murdoch, Nick Aldis is like kind of a Ric Flair type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like the kind of fucking flamboyant fucking whatever. But then you have all this goofy shit like whatever Starks or whatever the fuck his name is, just like a flamboyantly gay dude with the fucking other dude that's like it just doesn't mesh right. It's horrible, folks. And also they had a package that or a promo thing that they've been running for the past 2 weeks of a girl, I forget her name, let's look it up. That's how forgettable it is, for the fact that it just doesn't fucking ring off the top. I have to look the shit up. It was Thunder Rose. Okay, cool. She has the face paint, reminds me kind of the Juicer. Still not original. Horrible. Holy fuck. But even in the promo package that they put together for her, the drums, like, okay, the drums are cool, but the drums go on way too long. It's like boom, 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 whatever, how the fuck, whatever rhythm pattern that they fucking had the drums go. It feels like the drums are going 3 commercial breaks. And then even when they was out there and doing it when she made her debut tonight, horrible. I absolutely hate NWA Power. Like I said, I tried, and I tried hard, because the first show, like I said, it was just for the fact that it was a nostalgic look back of the shit that I grew up watching and loved, and I liked it. This ain't it. Get rid of it, man. Billy Corgan, like I said, sent you a DM. Check your DMs, man. It's in the Instagram. I'm right out here in Atlanta, too. You know what I'm saying? Shit, another thing that's even fucked up is the lighting. The way your crowd's lit up looks fucking horrible. Aside from that, let's go on some more production thing. You need to turn the mics up on your fucking commentators. Whenever the crowd gets going and riled up, wrestlers are fucking running, stomping around the ring. You can't even hear Jim Cornette and the other goofball that's fucking right next to him. What the fuck are y'all doing? I do audio engineering, I EQ compress, do whatever the fuck, mix down, all that shit. I'm a camera operator. This video right here looks better quality than NWA Power. Fuck out of here. I'm right here in Atlanta. Like I said, Billy Corgan, check your DMs and Instagram. I could help you guys out. And also, I'm pretty decent with the pen. Just a horrible fucking show. The Dawsons versus Kingston and Homicide. Holy fuck. If you remember Kingston and Homicide, I believe it was at TNA. They were part of LAX or some shit like that. You had the one guys over there that were part of LAX and AEW, which will never understand how Jim Cornette can talk so much brazy shit about AEW, Kenny Olivier and all the fucking guys over there and the fucking production over there. And then he's part and co-signing fucking NWA Power. Holy fuck. That was the worst tag team match that I ever seen in my entire fucking life. Or if not the worst, definitely top 3 to top 5 worst tag team matches I ever seen in my entire life. It didn't flow. It was a clusterfuck. NWA Power is a clusterfuck. That match was a clusterfuck, but yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Billy Corgan, Jim Cornette, NWA Power is a clusterfuck, and it's a bunch of cornball, what y'all like to call marks, that are fucking giving it the cosign just for the fact that it's an old school throwback looking thing. It's almost like, say if a rap group came out right now and they fucking had Tribe Called Quest or fucking like some old school ass fucking type of production and rap like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You have some 40-year-old fucks or some 25-year-old millennial fucktards fucking acting like that's the greatest shit known to man and the fucking second coming to hip hop. This shit is horrible. Y'all need to go ahead, keep the studio produced, rest. However, put a twist on it. Get somebody that's not old school. Definitely keep Jim Cornette as far as the credibility factor in being a commentator, because he's a great commentator. And truthfully, shit, write him in a fucking angle. Have fucking Jim Cornette, Nick Aldis's manager. The girl, that's the only angle. The only angle in this entire show that I even see is the fact that Camille or some shit doesn't talk. Who gives a fuck if she doesn't talk? She's not the one holding the fucking 10 pounds of gold. The shit's lame, man. Straight up. And I didn't even get on the fucking main event. A bunch of has-beens. You have Anderson that looks like a fucking bag of potatoes. Not even a bag of potatoes. Because even with a bag of potatoes, if you touch the outside of a bag of potatoes, you get some firmness there. You get some things that resemble like a fucking six-pack ab situation. You have fucking Anderson over there looking like a fucking waterbed. He looks like a glorified fucking doggy waterbed. Horrible selling. The whole match looked like shit. And then it ends with fucking Colt Cabana with a Superman. And that's my thing, is like, Jim Cornette, you'll talk all this shit about AEW. And I'm not an AEW fanboy. Fuck that shit. I do enjoy AEW wrestling because it's a good show. The matches are good. It kind of seems like they're writing a bit of fucking angles and storylines for their wrestlers. And get this, Darby Allin. I know how much you hate Darby Allin, but guess what? Darby Allin is a character that you kind of want to know more about. There's absolutely nobody on this NWA roster that I give a fuck about, like even looking up, like motherfuckers that I've never heard of, and looking them up and seeing like, what are they about? What other aliases have they wrestled as? Everybody there is a blah. Everyone there is a blur. Yo, y'all are fucking up. Billy Corgan, check your DMs because I sent the fucking message in the Instagram. Check that shit out. I'm right here in Atlanta, Georgia. I could help you out, but this isn't a call out video for you not fucking hitting me back on that. I don't give a fuck about that. But this is just a simple video, a wrestling fan, a mark, if you may, telling you this is a failure. You got a bunch of cornball bitch fucking blades blowing smoke up your ass, letting you think that you're doing the right thing when you're doing the absolute wrong. NWA Power. I'd just like to thank God that NWA Power isn't an hour. I'm glad that it was 48 minutes. Like, and I think that episode 4 was the kicker that I won't watch the shit anymore. Real shit. Horrible show. I'm not telling y'all definitely check it out. But if you're real and not a fucking cornball fucking art that's going to just fucking say, oh man, this is how wrestling's supposed to be. It's still real to me, damn it. They even got corny ass motherfuckers on there fucking representing the shit. I like the commercial bits because it kind of takes you away from the fucking wrestling that's in the ring. It kind of takes you away from the corny ass fucking dialogue that they're doing on the side fucking interviews. Horrible. As I said at the beginning of the video, the only thing that NWA Power has going for them is the 10 pounds ago NWA World Heavyweight strap, Nick Aldis. Other than that, go ahead and scratch that shit out. Nick Aldis, and that's another fucked up thing. If Nick Aldis went to AEW, he could probably be a guy over there. If he went to the fucking WWE, nothing. Scrap it. Y'all niggas got me fucked.